Hello and welcome to another episode of Current Affairs MCQ. Let us begin with the previous day's question. Regarding the National Mission on Edible Oilseeds, NMEO oilseeds, consider the following statements. 1. It has been launched by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry and will be implemented over a 7-year period from 2024-25 to 2030-31. 2. It aims at increasing collection and extraction efficiency from secondary sources like cottonseed, rice bran, and tea-borne oils. 3. A 5-year rolling seed plan was introduced via the Sathi portal to help states establish tie-ups with seed-producing agencies. How many of the statements given above is or are not correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None. The correct answer is option A. National Mission on Edible Oilseeds has been launched by the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare and will be implemented over a 7-year period from 2024-25 to 2030-31. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. It aims at increasing collection and extraction efficiency from secondary sources like cottonseed, rice bran, and tea-borne oils. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Cutting-edge technologies such as genome editing will be leveraged to develop high-quality seeds and enhance productivity. A 5-year rolling seed plan will be introduced via the Seed Authentication, Traceability, and Holistic Inventory or Sathi portal. Hence, statement 3 is correct. This will help states establish tie-ups with seed-producing agencies, FPOs, cooperatives, and seed corporations. Hence, option A is the correct answer.
Welcome SSC aspirants. Drishti SSC is here to support you every step of the way. With free live classes, previous year questions, PYQs, demo classes, exam notifications, and strategy videos. Whether you're starting your journey or looking to refine your preparation, we've got you covered. Subscribe to our channel and stay updated with all the resources you need to crack your SSC exams. For more details, call us at 8750187501.
Moving on to the first question. Lakshay, Nishank, and Archer, recently seen in the news, can be best described as A. India's indigenous AI-powered satellites. B. New generation anti-tank guided missiles. C. Unmanned aerial vehicles developed by DRDO. D. Indigenous torpedoes for underwater combat operations. The correct answer is option C. Lakshay, Nishant, and Archer are unmanned aerial vehicles developed by India's Defence Research and Development Organization or DRDO. They serve various military purposes including reconnaissance and target practice. Drone and its key features. Lakshay, target drone for reconnaissance and target acquisition, rocket-launched, turbojet-powered. Nishant, multi-vision UAV, day-night capable, used for surveillance, target tracking, and artillery fire correction. Archer, weaponized short-range UAV for reconnaissance, surveillance, and low-intensity conflict. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Question 2. With reference to the Election Commission of India, consider the following statements. 1. It is responsible for conducting elections to panchayats and municipalities under the 73rd and 74th constitutional amendments. 2. The Chief Election Commissioner or CEC enjoys the same removal process as that of a Supreme Court judge. 3. The salary and service conditions of election commissioners are equivalent to those of a High Court judge. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 only. C. 2 and 3 only. D. 1 and 3 only. The correct answer is option B. The Election Commission of India is an autonomous constitutional authority responsible for administering the union and state election processes in India. It is not concerned with the elections to panchayats and municipalities in this state. For this, the Constitution of India provides for a separate state election commission. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. The Chief Election Commissioner can be removed from office only through a process of removal similar to that of a Supreme Court judge by Parliament, while election commissioners can only be removed on the recommendation of the CEC. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The salary and conditions of service of the CEC and ECs will be equivalent to that of the Supreme Court judge, not a High Court judge. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Question 3. Consider the following statements regarding the Sariska Tiger Reserve. 1. It is located in the Aravalli Hills of Rajasthan's Alwar district and was notified as a tiger reserve in 1978 under Project Tiger. 2. The religious and historical landmarks such as Kankarwadi Fort and Pandupol Temple are part of the reserve. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A. 1 only, B. 2 only, C. Both 1 and 2, D. Neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C. The Sariska Tiger Reserve, located in Rajasthan's Alwar district within the Aravalli Hills, was declared a wildlife sanctuary in 1955 and became a tiger reserve in 1978 under Project Tiger. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Known for its rich history, it houses the Kankarwadi Fort, where Aurangzeb imprisoned Dara Shikoh, and the Pandupol Hanuman temple linked to the Pandavas. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The landscape is marked by rocky terrain, grasslands, scrub thorn forests, and semi-deciduous woodlands. Vegetation includes dhok, salar, kadaya, ber, gugal, and bamboo. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Question 4. Consider the following statement regarding magnetometers. 1. Magnetometers measure variations in magnetic fields and are useful in space missions, ocean exploration, and medical imaging. 2. Raman-driven spin noise spectroscopy-based magnetometers is an advanced all-optical technique for measuring magnetic fields using laser light and rubidium atoms. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A. 1 only, B. 2 only, C. Both 1 and 2, D. Neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C. Magnetometers are devices that measure variations in magnetic fields and have important applications in space missions, ocean exploration, and medical imaging. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Raman-driven spin noise spectroscopy is an advanced magnetometer technology that uses all-optical method with laser light and rubidium atoms to measure magnetic fields accurately. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Question 5. The Adi Karma Yogi Abhiyan, recently launched by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, primarily seeks to A. Build a cadre-based tribal governance structure through capacity building. B. Provide scholarships to tribal students for overseas education. C. Digitally map tribal settlements for forest rights implementation. D. Develop tribal tourism circuits under the Swadesh Darshan scheme. The correct answer is option A. Adi Karma Yogi is a national mission for responsive governance aimed at creating a cadre of 20 lakh tribal grassroots functionaries to improve last-mile connectivity and inclusive development in tribal areas. Aligned with PM Janman and Daj Kua, it focuses on convergence, community participation, and capacity building. Through a cascading training model, starting with the state master trainers at the Regional Process Lab in Bengaluru, the mission strengthens local leadership and promotes community-centered governance by involving civil society and multiple ministries for integrated service delivery. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Question 6. Consider the following statements regarding Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi. 1. It is a centrally sponsored scheme with a 60-40 cost sharing between center and states. 2. Only small and marginal farmers owning less than 2 hectares of land are eligible. 3. Funds are dispersed through state government treasury accounts. How many of the statements given above is or are not correct? A. Only 1, B. Only 2, C. All 3, D. None. The correct answer is option C. PM Kisan is a central sector scheme 100% funded by the Government of India, launched in December 2018. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. Under the scheme, income support of 6,000 rupees per year is provided in 3 equal installments to all landholding farmer families, that is, husband, wife, and minor children, subject to certain exclusions. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. The funds are transferred directly to the beneficiaries' bank accounts through direct benefit transfer or DBT. As of 2024, 11.8 CR farmers have received financial assistance under this scheme, making it one of the world's largest DBT programs. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Question 7. Consider the following features. 1. It is located at the foothills of the Haramuk mountain. 2. The basin of the lake was formed due to tectonic activity. 3. It has a small island in its center called the Zaina Lank. 4. Notable migratory bird species found here include the white-bellied heron, pink-headed duck, and bay-spotted. Which of the following lakes is best described by the above features? A. Chilka Lake, B. Wooler Lake, C. Vempanad Lake, D. Sambar Lake. The correct answer is option B. Wooler Lake is the largest freshwater lake in India and the second largest in Asia after Lake Baikal in Siberia, Russia, located between Bandipora and Sopore in Jammu and Kashmir. It is located at the foothills of the Haramuk mountain and is fed by the Jhelum river along with 25 other streams that feed it. It has a small island in its center called the Zaina Lank, constructed by Zainul Abidin, the 8th Sultan of Kashmir. In 1990, it was designated as a wetland of international importance under the Ramsar Convention. The basin of the lake was formed due to tectonic activity. It is also believed to be a remnant of the ancient Satisar Lake. Wooler Lake is home to 56 bird species, 39 fish species, and over 20 types of plants. Notable migratory bird species found here include the white-bellied heron, pink-headed duck, and bay-spotted and the Kashmir catfish. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Question 8. Consider the following animals. 1. Enviropig. 2. Dolly the sheep. 3. Liger. 4. Knockout mice. How many of the animals mentioned above are genetically modified? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. Only 3. D. All 4. The correct answer is option C. Enviropig, Dolly the sheep, and knockout mice are examples of genetically modified organisms, while liger is not. Enviropig has been modified to produce less phosphorus in its waste, reducing environmental impact. Knockout mice are altered to deactivate specific genes, helping researchers study gene function and disease models. Dolly the sheep was the first mammal cloned through somatic cell nuclear transfer, which alters an organism's genetic makeup. In contrast, a liger, a hybrid of lion and tiger, is a naturally occurring crossbreed and is not genetically modified. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Question 9. Consider the following statements. 1. The International Criminal Court is the world's first permanent international court established to prosecute individuals for the most serious crimes of global concern. 2. The Rome Statute grants the ICC jurisdiction over 4 core international crimes: genocide, crimes against humanity, war crimes, crimes of aggression. 3. The ICC prosecutes individuals, not states, for grave international crimes and cover crimes committed after 1st July 2002. How many of the statements given above is or are not correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None. The correct answer is option D. International Criminal Court is the world's first permanent international court established to prosecute individuals for the most serious crimes of global concern. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It is headquartered in Hague, Netherlands, and governed by the Rome Statute, which is the founding treaty of the ICC, adopted on 17th July 1998 and entered into force on 1st July 2002. Crimes under ICC. The Rome Statute grants the ICC jurisdiction over 4 core international crimes: genocide, crimes against humanity, war crimes, crime of aggression. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Jurisdiction and mandate. The ICC prosecutes individuals, not states, for grave international crimes and cover crimes committed after 1st July 2002, the date the Rome Statute came into effect. Hence, statement 3 is correct. It acts only when national jurisdictions are unwilling or unable to prosecute. The court has jurisdiction in countries that are parties to the Rome Statute or in non-member states if referred by the United Nations Security Council. Hence, option D is the correct answer. Question 10. Consider the following statements regarding the southwest monsoon in India. 1. The southwest monsoon typically sets over Kerala coast in early June and advances over the entire country by mid-July, bringing heavy rainfall to the western coast and the northeastern states. 2. The southwest monsoon winds are deflected by the western Ghats, causing heavy rainfall on the windward side and creating a rain shadow effect on the leeward side, particularly in the Deccan Plateau region. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A. 1 only, B. 2 only, C. both 1 and 2, D. neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C. The southwest monsoon typically sets in over the Kerala coast in early June and advances over the entire country by mid-July, bringing heavy rainfall to the western coast and northeastern states. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The southwest monsoon winds are deflected by the western Ghats, causing heavy rainfall on the windward side and creating a rain shadow effect on the leeward side, particularly in the Deccan Plateau region. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Now, let us look at a practice question. Consider the following statements. 1. It is prepared under the provisions of the Citizenship Act 1955. 2. It includes both Indian citizens and foreigners residing in India. 3. It is mandatory for every resident of the country to register in it. Which of the following options best matches the above description? A. Caste census. B. Electoral roll. C. National Population Register. D. Aadhaar database. Please provide your answers in the comment section.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.